Oft. Looking good, Captain. Looking good.
Oh, very nice, Captain. Very sharp.
Thank you, thank you. Highway patrol outfit.
I take it you saw the news report the other day on Weasel News.
I was witness to that. If you're referring to the visitors we had?
Visitors, yes, of the hallucinations, right?
Yeah,
Officer, you implied to me the first time we met that you were a believer.
I am indeed.
Would you be willing to assist me in this investigation?
Of course, of course.
Perhaps I could arrange a meeting with Mr. Banworth and you could join us.
Sounds like Detective Law has bandwidth.
Really? Did you say where?
And he's bringing him in. This could be the perfect opportunity.
Oh, excellent. Stars are aligned.
I think is that recruit's first time out on a road, Owen?
Yeah, the bollards said they were unlocked, but they weren't. It wasn't my fault.
Oh, understandable.
No, you're not having much luck with them, aren't you?
No.
Just unlock them a couple of times before you go out.
I will do.
Just try not to get launched into space, but if you do, report your findings.
And remember your seatbelt.
My seatbelt's on, thank you.
My seatbelt hasn't been on all night.
172 Captain Tafford.
False alarm, Jasmine. He's outside main reception.
Oh, okay. I'll come back down.
See you soon.
If anyone came across an...
Excuse me, are you Mr. Banworth? Apologies, I don't want to interrupt. I'm just a big fan of yours. I've also got some questions about a recent story that you wrote.
Okay.
Could I take your number so we could speak later?
Yes.
Myers, Wolf Myers, Alice Sanitation, LSPD. Nice to meet you.
Alice Sanitation PD. Lovely to meet you, Wolf. Can I call you Wolf?
Well, certainly, always Wolf amongst friends.
Oh, we're friends.
I believe we could be. Well, I won't interrupt. Apologies. Thank you, Detective. Thank you, Mr. Banworth. Speak to you soon.
Always a pleasure.
Made introduction, Jasmine. I've got his contact details.
Okay.
He's just speaking with Detective Law out front. I'm gonna head up there now. He's running government stories.
Is he asking about the aliens?
No, of course not. No one would ask about the aliens. The aliens weren't here. There's no aliens, right? No aliens.
Alright, you saw mutants.
Exactly. No, wait. Oh, never mind. It's no use. Charles Banworth cannot be allowed to run that story. It'll blow the whole thing apart.
Well, what are you going to do to stop him?
Oh no. We need something. I need to go up to the old water plant, the old water dam, the hydro dam.
Well,
And evidence of its
we
contamination.
did tell him that nothing happened, and definitely none of them things happened. So you
Oh.
can't really report on things that didn't happen.
You know how these media taps work. I've seen them on the telly. I've seen that Jay
Jaffa
Walker
was,
guy.
the
You know that guy who
hospital
talks like
over
this? It's really annoying.
Did you
Really
just
like a
call me
high-pitched
Jaffa?
wheel,
No,
squeal,
Jaffa.
and that's a pretty good impression.
I
of
can call
him.
you Trafford if you want.
The water supply for the city begins at the hydro dam. I can start
You're going
there,
to go there.
take a water sample, and prove if this contamination story is, well, one way or the other.
Okay.
Jasmine could accidentally shoot him.
Well, that's true. I mean, I've got a track record.
That is a
Could try accidentally shoot Law at the same time, just for shits and giggles.
That might not be a bad idea. Why is Law giving him that story, or not giving him that story?
Do you want me to go accidentally shoot them?
Keep tabs on him.
172.
Stay at pillbox. See what they're talking about. I'll head up to the
Okay.
hydro dam. Kennedy, do you want to come with me?
Sure.
I'll
Let's
give him
go.
a phone. I'll give you a phone, right? Once I hear what I hear, right?
Yes, thank you, officer.
Okay. Right. Bye.
Let's do this. You and Officer Jasmine, you seem like believers.
In the aliens?
Yes.
I was the first person to see an alien.
What did you make of it?
It's fucking disgusting.
Do you believe it was what you think it was? My God,
I still believe that there are lab experiments. I still think it's the humane labs, to be honest.
Believe nothing and believe everything. And trust no one, Mr. Kennedy. If Banworth runs that story about the aliens, it'll blow the whole thing apart, get the city talking again.
It's true, it's true.
We need to bide our time, collect the evidence. We need to see if anyone's about. See if we can get a sample from the system.
Jasmine back on patrol.
See if we can get inside here. Location isn't supervised, it would make it easy for the water supply to be contaminated.
Oh, like a viral outbreak.
But if it really was a contamination, why is no one here? Where's the cleanup crew? Where's the investigation?
Postal boxes.
What was that? Was that a rat? Made rats.
Could be some sort of biomutant.
Come on, Kennedy, stay sharp. It's also small from up here, isn't it?
It is. Perfect vantage spot this. Looking down on the city.
Someone really wanted to, they could bring it all down from here. Can't tell if this is forced entry, or if it's always open like this.
That's a big door.
Not much of a restricted area.
Chemicals.
Do you have any means of collecting a sample?
Where are they shipped from?
BK Shipping. Do you recognize that name?
I don't know.
Make note of it, Kennedy.
369 will be going out of service.
Interesting, some kind of refurbishment work.
Cover up.
Convenient way for some to slip in and out, perhaps.
There's a lot of green paint.
A lot of green pet, a lot of green and red. I like those colours, you know.
Alien colors.
This opens up many theories. Were they painting those costumes, perhaps?
Possibly.
Let's get down to the water's edge. We'll get the evidence bags out of your cruiser. Take a sample.
That's a good shout.
We have BK shipping chemicals to the hydro plant. We have a green and red paint, the same colours of those aliens. Were they really men and women in costume? Was there really toxins in the water? They look like they came from the docks. Maybe we should search there for evidence of BK shipping. Well, if we're going to contaminate the water, this is where it would be. There must be some trace evidence of it. There hasn't been enough time for a full cleanup.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's a sample, Kennedy. Officer! Oh, God, are you okay? Let me give you a hand.
Oh god.
Well,
I think I'm contaminated.
you're walking evidence now. Thank you, officer. I'll drop this off out evidence.
Okay.
This is where my skeptical scientific partner would be working. My medical doctor, obviously. You are. Here's your sample. Officer, if you want, we can investigate the docks, a shipping company. If we find further evidence of it was a hoax, that makes the government's story even more dubious. Why go to ultra that trouble just to explain men in costume? For it to be all unattended like that, they must have known someone would go looking. The paint, the shipping containers, they could all have been planted there. The octopus, completely understaffed, unmanned. What is this? Something going on in the belly of this ship.
Yeah, maybe they're running like some kind of atmosphere thing down there so they can breathe.
LSPD! Anyone aboard?
Hello?
There are no containers aboard. It's been completely unloaded.
Yeah.
Let's check that divot!
Whoa.
I'm okay.
What?
Maybe we're too late. Or maybe not. Get us out of here, officer. They've seen us. Don't let them see our faces.
This isn't right, but let's do it. Sometimes you take unorthodox routes.
Absolutely. Yes, man. You know earlier when I said I need to remember to put my seatbelt on? I forgot. Does he know?
172 to the officer on foot. Is everything okay?
9-3, 10-4.
Myers?
Kennedy, could you reverse up, please? Where did you go? Did he go all the way back to the PD without me? Oh, Kennedy!
What happened?
Oh!
Oh, Christ.
Mr. Bandwidth,
Yes.
may I have a moment of your time?
Sure. I guess. Do you want to hop in? Ah, yes. There seems to be a lot of chatter about the old alien, quote unquote, invasion.
Who was your source who gave you that story?
It was just the government, as far as I can remember. It doesn't, the email that I got came in, didn't really have any name attached to it. Why?
In your personal opinion, do you believe the story they gave you?
I mean, I refuse to believe 90% of what the government gives me, to be honest. If the government told me the sun was going to rise tomorrow, I'd probably check out my window just to be sure.
Does Taffer look? Oh, and if a tall, blonde officer female approaches you looking rather intimidating, just tell her that Officer Myers says it's all okay. She'll understand.
Oh, no,